right, third time lucky. This really does prove this is the most rogue podcast of all time.
Absolutely, it does.
I definitely recorded for probably about 3 or 4 minutes just then and wasn't recording Admin 3's microphone, but can confirm we are recording now.
Lovely.
Yeah. Chat.
Fantastic. Yep. So, hope you all enjoy the very spontaneous, very rogue live podcast of the 2023 draft night. So, yeah, I think I was telling you, and I was going to tell everyone listening, but no, it's all good. Was going to tell everyone, so I'm going in with some cautious optimism about tonight's draft. Brady Rawlings currently has been a bit of a Warren Buffett at the moment in terms of the way he's traded. Could he become the CEO of the Fire Festival? Maybe.
That's a massive goal.
So we could either be what's Warren Buffett's business? Like Hathaway something?
I don't know.
Yeah, we could either be that or we could be Fire Festival. I don't see there be anything in between because we've got a good hand. There's not really much that can go wrong tonight. But if someone could make it go wrong, I feel like, look, maybe it could be Brady. Maybe he could redeem himself.
Well, Brady's done pretty well.
He has.
For the last 2 years, before that, questionable. But could Brady Rawlings be getting a statue at Arden Street tonight?
Oh, potentially. I hope he does. There's not much real estate at Arden Street to have one, but...
the Arden Street precinct is going up. So
oh, yeah, true.
He could be in the middle of the fountain, junk
absolutely.
out, like all those old school Italian fountains. I think that's beautiful.
Well, I mean, besides the statue of Tom Lynch pointing, I mean, they've got to have someone else. So
that is true. We can get a whole conglomerate of them. We should probably explain. I explained this last time. We're sitting here watching the draft live. We're going to give you live reactions to whoever we pick. It's either going to be great content. Well, actually, you know what? Great content either way.
I think so.
Really angry or really happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So whatever happens, it's going to be pretty rogue because we're just sitting here, feet up on the couch, watching the draft. So
that'll be good. Yeah.
Hopefully this all works out and the AFL doesn't sue me for using some of the audio that I'm legally recording. So I apologise for that AFL in advance, just in case I get a nice little lawsuit slid under my door.
Of course.
But it should be fine. They usually are pretty cool. Me and Gil go way back. I know there's some other bloke in charge now, but he probably put in a word for me. Give me your thoughts. What do you want out of tonight?
Oh, look, to be honest, I would have said Harley Reid. That is what I want. But I still think, again, there is a lot of options tonight. I have said previously, though, just because we're not getting Harley Reid doesn't mean we're not going to have a good draft. I really do think, especially like Colby McKercher, phenomenal player, Zane Duursma, who I know you kind of buy into more than I do, I still think he's very talented. My only question is he the right fit for North Melbourne? I think time will tell. I think we can make him work. Absolutely. I would like to see more of a Dan Curtin, someone who I know is going to be a good key defender.
Okay.
He definitely would be, and there is definitely a place for him. It puts me a lot more at ease to know we've drafted purposely for a defender. Because we've got a couple of players, like I know Big Ignon's come on board as well. Toby Pink, or the Josh Garlop lookalike, has come on. Both, I mean, Biggie's kind of unproven. Toby Pink has also maybe been a bit unproven as well. Hasn't had too much game time.
We're hoping he's a Tom Stewart-esque.
Yeah, because he was in and out of the AFL, wasn't he? Was he on a list before?
He was on the Swans.
Yeah. So I think as well, having that junior player, having 3 of them compete for one spot, I think is good.
Yeah, you need someone. I think I talked about this with Joel on the last podcast, but it's like we need some. I'd love to have someone young alongside these guys who has young with a high potential. I think
exactly.
Biggie's got potential, but he's very raw, and you don't really know.
Yeah.
Pink is a little bit older, but he's never played in AFL games. You don't really know. So
exactly.
something to lock in a little bit of long-term security would be nice.
Yeah.
I did reach out to everybody on Twitter, what's the other one? Instagram and Facebook. This is a perfect time to ask this question. At Twitter, Rue Crew has asked, Curtin or Duursma?
I'm going to say Curtin, like I said.
Curtin. So definitely Curtin.
Yeah. While I would be happy with either one, I would be happier with Curtin. Okay. Again, purely because he's a defender, he's proven. I've watched his highlights and he seems very solid. And it is probably a bit rarer to find like a good key defender straight up,
He's
ready
pretty
made.
rogue with like, apparently he plays some midfield as well. And all
Yeah,
that sort
he
of stuff.
does, yeah.
It's pretty crazy going into this draft because I've learned a lot about the draft the last few months because I've first year doing the podcast through the
Yeah,
draft.
of course, yeah.
Could we be seeing pick 1 be traded right now? All the word is like, no, they're going to take Harley. Something crazy might unfold in front of us tonight and we're going to be here for it to react to it, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But like, could we trade up from our 15, 17, 18 to try and get a Curtin maybe at an 8, 8 to 10 sort of range where he's predicted? This is all the stuff that's getting thrown out right now. So anything could happen at any time.
Yeah, no, I'm interested to see what especially West Coast does with pick 1. I think there were some rumblings that they were going to trade tonight. I would take
Do you think
it with...
there's any chance they don't take Harley?
No, I think they'll take him. I think I'll take it with a big pinch of salt. Like, they've been so bullish. If there was going to be one club that was going to take him, it was going to be us.
Yeah.
With the amount of compensation we got, like, that was a lot of picks. And they still said no.
We offered too much, in my opinion, anyway.
Oh, exactly.
To try and get it. And if they said no to that, I'm glad we were just like, all right then.
Yeah, like literally, I was basically like, I would rather 5 good first round draft picks than pick number 1.
Are we in their heads now, though? Are they like, oh, we should have done that deal?
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting to see. Because, of course, look, I think they'll take Harley Reid, but part of me was still thinking, and maybe still does think, they're going to take the local boy in Curtin.
At number 1.
At number 1, I don't know. Probably not.
Because there's another rumor they will try and trade up to something like an 8 to get him as their second pick along with Harley Reid, which if the Eagles get out of this draft with Reid and Curtin,
that's good.
That's really, really good. They're the two that I guess a lot of us were sort of wanting as well.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So I think, look, if we can get, if we can get Curtin, I'll be happy. Dersmer, I'll still be happy. It would be not perfect, but still pretty good.
Okay.
Further up to draft, where do you sort of see us landing there?
If we moved up.
Oh, I'm talking like, with the picks, like in the high teens.
Oh, I mean, there's so much. Joel put it a really good way where pick 2 and 3 that high in the draft, you draft on talent.
Yeah.
And then 15, 17, 18, you probably draft on need. I would love a ruckman. I want a ruckman so bad. There's a few that were there around that pick, which I've spoken about before. There are key defenders like Ollie Murphy. Is it Sean Maker or someone like that?
I think so.
His last name. I think a Tassie guy. Yeah. Key defenders and ruckman at that point. I just want some positional needs filled.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But I agree with the talent at the top.
Yeah, exactly right. I think, you definitely play for need and depth when you go outside the top 10 even. Because, your top 10 is where you get your standout players. And it's kind of exciting as well these last few years because Brad Scott has really, what was the highlight of Brad Scott's draft period? Will Sierakowski or something like that. That's just a name that picks out of my head. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with us?
Well, is Brad Scott going to do us over again? Is this Brad Scott's entire arc coming around 15 years later?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I see us now consistently drafting pretty good talent for the last probably 3-4 years when, really the senior players haven't really stood out.
So before we go to the first pick here, we're going to answer a couple of rapid-fire questions from other listeners. Then we're going to find out who goes number 1 in the draft. So Corey at Ruri23 on X or Twitter says, should North trade 2 and 3 to get Horn Francis?
Oh, geez. Well, he's just graduated to taking ice baths, so my call is absolutely. No, absolutely not. We're not doing that. Geez, we've made a mistake there before. Let's not do it again.
Yeah, no, that's 100% true. Here we go. Should we trade 2, 3, 15, 17, and 18 for unlimited Tom Lynch finger points?
No amount of draft picks would be worth that. Like, we could have every draft pick from 1 through to 100 and it would not be worth it.
That was
invaluable.
also from Harvey_Sutherland, I should say.
Thank you very much, Harvey.
Thank you, Harvey. Oh, no. Or here's the other option. Yep. You can 2 and 3 for Horn Francis or pick 2 or 3. Okay, so just 1. That's more fair to redraft Kane Turner.
2 and 3 to redraft Kane Turner without a.
Do you reckon we can convince West Coast to put in 1 as well and just do like a big group trade?
I think so. Yeah, 3-way trade.
We can loan Turner over there whenever we need.
Oh, exactly right. Yeah.
Here's another one which is the same. David Whitley's, can we trade up to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for a future first?
Jesus Christ, how speculative are these?
Look. The listeners know what they're talking about.
I'll give him Aiden Corin a bag of salt and vinegar chips.
Wowee. All right. Let's see if the first picks up.
Lovely.
First picks up.
I think it'll just be the intros for now.
Maybe we went too soon. Andrew Dillon, that's the guy's name.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to really listen to this guy speak. I feel like we should fill the gap
until it's going to be the most generic corporate babble you could probably think of.
And we're not corporate here at Further.
No, exactly right. Yeah.
There's nothing corporate about us. That's why we got you here.
No, we're all by the people and for the people.
Absolutely. Look at the man with his slick back hair.
I know.
He's having a great time.
Yeah, he's just really. It really felt like a sort of jobs for the boys sort of appointment. I'm sure he'll be all right as long as he doesn't make the same mistakes that Gil made. Yeah.
Get Tassie over the line, mate.
Oh, absolutely. As long as Tassie isn't us.
Any spicy predictions for tonight?
Oh, the only thing I can think of is like us just doing something weird.
Completely rogue.
We're the only ones that would do something spicy, realistically.
Yeah, that is true. We'll give up pick 2 and in a swap for like pick 8 or something.
Like,
and then we're like, we didn't fill the paperwork out correctly, so we lose a pick.
Oh, 100%. Like the year could be like 2090. Caroline Wilson will be on her deathbed and she'll be like, why did we take Will Phillips over Logan McDonald? She still hasn't. She still has not given up on that.
Yeah. Well, she's a passionate lady.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
That's right. There's an Alan Aylett medal now for the number one.
That's right.
The number one pick.
Oh, I guess if it's Adam Simpson, it basically counts as North Melbourne. So, yeah, welcome home.
Adam Simpson is on the clock here for West Coast. So you reckon he's going to do us a solid and pick Riley Sanders first so we can have Harley?
I wish, but look, West Coast success. If it's Adam Simpson, it's our success too. So by extension, North Melbourne's massive.
Did that say trade in or time is up?
I think. Oh, you mean the countdown?
There was just a big red banner down the bottom of the screen there.
Don't know.
Oh, here we go. Old mate's walking to the stage. Here we go. Pick number 1.
With pick 1, the West Coast Eagles select Harley Reid from the Bendigo Pioneers.
Well, that was pretty well
anticlimactic.
Expected. Yeah.
Anticlimactic. Yeah. All these mates. Look at all the little private school boys' haircuts they've got.
How much linen is going around tonight?
Much linen.
Holy shit. And not a single one of them is ironed.
No, absolutely not. It's the oversized shirts. Is 90s fashion back?
Yeah, maybe.
It's so crazy knowing like this is like an 18-year-old kid, isn't it?
I know. It's so weird. Like they're all born in 2005.
Yeah.
I was in grade 2. Does that mean I see myself as an adult?
Well,
I don't
know.
When
I met Chom.
Yeah.
And I walked up to him and I was like, hey, mate. Oh, my God. I started fangirling. I'm like, this bloke's nearly a decade younger than me.
I know, yeah. And like we were
He's way a decade more handsome too.
Yeah. And we were talking to him like literally about, just general day-to-day stuff. And it's like, yeah, these are people our age. They're actually very relatable. And it's like, that's wild.
Unreal.
That's wild. It's still wild to me as a concept, but...
Pick 2's obviously up next. We've got 1 minute 56 remaining until we've got to look at all the trades that are going through. It's all just nothing trades, so we don't need to talk about it. This is the North Melbourne podcast. Who are we taking number 2?
I'm going to say McKercher.
You reckon McKercher? My gut is something's telling me we're going to take Curtin.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'll be happy with Curtin.
I reckon that'd mix things up a lot. There's been so much talk about Clarko going over there and talking to Dan Curtin in the last few days. I don't know. That's just to throw a smoky over everything, so people don't know what we're going to do. But I have a feeling. We're going to take Curtin.
I mean, Clarko's known to do that. Like he does travel a lot.
Spanner in the works. He's thrown a couple of spanners before. We learnt in the podcast as well. Just over a minute left. So McKercher, you reckon? Pick is in. Here we go. Pick's in.
Here we go.
With pick 2, North Melbourne select Colby McKercher.
Here we go.
Yep. Okay. All right.
I'm all right with that.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy. Dersmore or Curtin then. This is going to be wild.
Yeah.
We'll try and commentate over some of his highlights and everything here. Outside mid. Joel
Yeah.
did say sort of a Taron Thomas like player.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe some insurance if Taron does decide to head off, but
Yeah, that'd be good if we do get someone like that.
great by foot, quick.
Yes.
We've got LDUs, we've got Wardlaws on the inside, mate. This is the guy we feed to. A left-footed too. We know Clarko
Yeah.
Froth's a lefty.
Yep. We love it. Boomer.
Oh, Boomer's up there.
Yep. Fantastic. Getting his North Melbourne Puma kit.
Here we go.
The
Should've
Puma
handed
kit.
the bounding Ruo.
I love the Puma kit, to be honest. I think they've thickened the stripes.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Or like the stripe goes all the way up to the collar, which makes it look a lot more full, I think. I don't know. As a design, phenomenal. Like, I don't know how you can make blue and white stripes look so good.
Well, they do. It's because there's handsome men in the jerseys.
That is true.
Like Charlie Comben.
It's like when Liverpool released their new kit. It's like, oh, which shade of red am I going to get this year?
The darker one's way better.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
Or like Tottenham, which shade of white are you getting?
An eggshell, actually, I think it is this year.
Oh, yeah, true. That's right.
Whisper white. We're looking at some highlights here. Look, crafty left footer.
Yeah, he's a Tassie boy, isn't he?
Yeah, you know they breed him well down there.
Oh, yep.
Look at the dark blue.
I don't know how I
North
feel
top.
about.
I like it. It
Yeah.
looks like Carlton. I get that.
Yeah, that's more my qualm about it.
Can we just acknowledge, if anyone's watching the draft live, there's a Orlando Bloom Ben Brown hybrid sitting next to Alistair Clarkson on the right.
Oh,
of
yeah.
Alistair Clarkson, if anyone's watching the draft. What do you reckon that room smells like right now with all those men inside there?
Oh, geez, pure testosterone. You've got Clarko there.
Yeah.
They need the curtain there just down there for his sword. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
It smells like Jamison and Coke.
Oh, 100% it does. Yeah.
I reckon Clark like froth a Jamo and
Yeah,
Coke.
to be honest though, I reckon it smells like Winnie Blues in there. Like there is no way with those sort of men of that age that it does not smell of cigarettes.
There, no vaping in there. Except maybe the kid on the end.
Oh,
Is this the
100%.
work experience kid with the afro at the end?
Oh yeah, he'll pop out for a watermelon ice at some point.
Oh, pick three's in. I reckon it's curtain. I reckon it's
it has
curtain.
to be. I'm gonna be so happy if it's curtain. I wasn't nervous about McKercher. I'm more nervous about this one because if that's it, if we don't pick him now, that's it. Like Hawks are on him, all the D's, I think.
Oh, we've bid on Jed Walter.
On Jed Walter. Probably no surprise there, and the Gold Coast Suns.
So then we'll pick after that. So I wonder why we didn't bid pick 2 for Jed Walter. What's the point of that? Because they know Gold Coast is going to take him.
He looks like Jed
Okay,
Anderson in that photo.
Yeah, look at that oily hair. He's been to Lygon Street for sure.
Yeah, Jesus.
Key forward. So to match the bid, they get picks 58 and 87, and they lose picks 26, 30, and 32. Okay, I'm learning how this works because they just did that trade before with Melbourne. I think it was, and they got a heap of picks.
I think having a key forward, like any key position player, I think would be a net benefit for us.
So is the Clarkson spanner about to be thrown?
I mean, that was potentially one of them. But
Yeah,
it
I
didn't end
think
up
we
being
always
one.
knew we were going to bid on him. I am surprised why we didn't do it at 2. Does it matter if we do it at 2 or 3? That's something I probably should have found out.
Yeah.
I did have someone message me on Instagram asking that as a question. I was meant to ask Joel and I forgot. So I forgot who messaged me. I apologise. If you're listening, I apologise. Message me again and tell me I'm a big flog. I'm a big silly. Look at Dimmer up there. Geez, red doesn't suit him, does it?
No, it doesn't. No. Mr. I'm retiring from coaching.
I'm burnt out. Lol, JKS. Got a job within a couple months.
Again, Jed Walter looks like Jed Anderson in that photo.
He died. Jeds are just. Did Jeds spawn?
They do, yeah. I mean, he went to the Gold Coast too, so there's probably something in that.
Wowee.
It must be his son.
It's just a big Jed conglomerate.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, Jed Walter just kicking goals up in Gold Coast like his father, Jed Anderson.
Is Jed Anderson still listed, or did he retire?
I think he got delisted or
He got
retired.
delisted.
Yeah.
He didn't really play for the Gold Coast, did he?
No, not really.
Do you reckon Brad Scott signed Todd Goldstein just so we can now trade pick 4 to Weston for Todd Goldstein back?
Oh, I mean, I hope we do.
I'd also hope we did. That's the
Yeah.
key forward we need.
Exactly right.
He's
yeah.
got a decade left in him.
Yeah, young talent, Todd Goldstein.
How did you feel about seeing Goldie in the Essendon colours?
Like, that was wrong. That felt genuinely wrong. So, like, the photoshops, I was like, okay, it looks a bit weird. But then, like, actually seeing him in it, I was like, that's not good.
It's a bit gross, isn't it?
It is, yeah. His photos as well, he looks so unimpressed to be there.
Yeah.
I was literally like, blink twice if they're holding you hostage.
I've seen people in hostage situations look more relaxed in a photo.
I'm pretty sure in his first interview, he was blinking Morse code SOS.
Yeah.
Like,
If anyone knows Morse code, please send the podcast a message because we're going to get you to decode Todd Goldstein's blinking in his
100%.
interview. Pick is in for pick 4 as well.
here we go.
Here we go.
With pick 4, North Melbourne select Zane Dersma.
Here we go.
Power and the Foster Football Club.
Zane Dersma. Okay.
So, Gippsland boy.
Give me your initial reaction.
Again, I'm happy with that. He looks like Kane Turner. A little bit. Facial-
You know what? He's got that bony jawline.
He does have the jawline.
He's a chiseled jawline.
Yeah.
Just wait for a few years.
He's a lean boy,
the
though,
abs
isn't he?
on this man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. He's lean, though, isn't
He's
he?
lean. He's a lean boy.
Yeah.
This guy creates magic, though.
Yeah.
He's
from
a
what I've
match
seen.
winner, mate. We've got a couple of King of Marvels now.
Yeah.
Spud's up there giving him the Guernsey.
Oh, that's a sign he's got to become a defender.
Yeah, it directly correlates. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that.
Spud
he's
looks like a
stoked.
human triangle. Jesus Christ.
Can I say he is? He's like an upside down Dorito.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at a couple of Zane Dersma highlights.
Is he going to do the
here.
bow and arrow?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, shrug him off, sir. Check side as well. Watching some Dersma highlights here. Movement tick, athleticism tick, goal sense tick, question mark, midfield impact.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He seems like, for someone his size, he seems quite like he's got quite a bit of pace on him.
Plays like Toby Green, apparently.
Yeah, okay. Does he fly kick people when he goes for a mark?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think he puts his foot in their mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. So no Curtin.
Yeah, it looks like we're not getting him.
And no trades have gone. Like, we still got time to trade, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Under 18 champs, they say he's elite or above average.
okay.
So,
Look, coming from a man who knows a thing or two about being slightly above average,
Yeah.
I'm not concerned by that at
yeah,
all.
absolutely. Only elite talent, only elite talk around here. So,
Okay. Yeah, look, I'm happy with that. I think I'd be okay either way. Curtin maybe would have excited me more as a Smoky.
oh, yeah.
I do think I am trying to think about who's going to miss out on a spot next year. And look, this guy, I'd say out of all of our forwards in that medium forward role has got the most talent.
Yeah.
Curtis and Zerha, I guess Steve-O, but like, I don't know. I think this guy's got the biggest upside.
Yeah, yeah.
And this puts pressure on Zerha as well to be like, you've got to perform. You've got to get your consistency going.
Exactly
as well.
right. Yeah, because you got to think it's not just like the player itself that'll make an impact, but it'll be the people that they affect in the club.
All right. Well, we don't have a pick for a little bit. Maybe we do a couple more questions here.
I think so, yeah.
And then maybe we skip forward. We'll commentate on a couple of the other next picks, I think.
Yeah, that's
because
that's
it is
good.
still interesting
Yeah.
to see sort of who goes. Still got Curtin, Watson, Sanders. The other thing that we might do is like trade up for a ruck for Reed as well, who's looking like going around Sydney's pick. Connor O'Sullivan as well is a key
Yeah,
defender that we're
okay.
maybe going to trade up for. I don't know. I don't really see many big. Do you have any memory of like big draft night trades though? I don't really. So I feel like it's
Nah.
all smoke and mirrors because what I was going to say before the pick just got
Yeah.
made is all the journalists frantically typing out those
Yeah,
articles saying that Clarkson loves Curtin.
exactly right. Yeah.
Hawthorn's pick is in now. We'll just let you know who they draft. That looks like Nick Watson to me.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's about the same height as his elderly mother. So that is
Yeah.
Nick Watson, can confirm.
Jeez, he's tiny, isn't he?
He's a small boy. I would have liked Nick Watson as well.
I say he's tiny, but these days in AFL, small forwards like 186 centimeters. So,
Oh, that is true. He's about
Yeah.
182, I think.
yeah.
Or maybe he's on 170s. Maybe he's 176 or something. I don't know. Clearly, I've got no idea. Anyway, to finish my point, there was a lot of smoke and mirrors with all those articles coming out the last couple of days about North and Dan Curtin.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
right.
so maybe
yeah.
that was just trying to sway things either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't really see many like big trades on draft night or anything like that, do we? It's not like the
yeah.
NBA.
No, I feel like it's one of those things where it's hyped up a lot and then nothing ever happens. I can't think of a single dramatic draft night that's ever kind
Yeah.
of happened.
A full twist. Quick question here. Max_BD23 on Instagram says, Kane Turner Brownlow chance? Question mark.
Yeah, when he gets rookie drafted again, he'll go back to the senior list and get a Brownlow.
Were you surprised we didn't take Turner with pick 2 or 3?
Oh, geez. Yeah, no, that was... it's going to keep me up at night genuinely.
Yeah.
I mean, the rookie draft's always an option, but
That is true.
yeah,
We'll
he's
pick
still
him up.
young.
We're going to take him with the first selection of the mid-season draft.
Exactly right.
I've been hearing.
Yeah, young is a mindset.
Young is a mindset.
Age is just a number.
He's not even 30, mate. His best foot is ahead of him.
No, exactly right. Yeah.
All right. Another question here from Orange Tree 005 on Instagram. If Zerha was to bowl over any AFL player in history, who would you want that player to be?
Look, I mean, he's already done Jason Horne-Francis. So
I'd
I
say
can't
he's done
say
the
that.
pinnacle, so who's the second?
Oh, the second. Oh, that's a good question. Kane Corns.
Kane Corns.
Or do you want a current player?
No, I love Kane Corns. And he said any player in history. So
Yeah.
I'd say, if time travel is real, maybe we drafted Zane Dersma for when we transport Zerha back to the early 2000s just to shirt front Kane Corns. And then Dersma takes Zerha's place in the team while he's travelling back in time.
Oh, maybe put him in the Brisbane team for the 2004 grand final.
Oh, watch out.
And then, replace him. What was it? Was it Alistair Lynch, I think it was? Or
Yeah, he was punching on with everybody.
the punch on
'Cause
at
that was
the
his
start.
last game, wasn't it? And
It
then
was,
he just punched
yeah.
on with everybody because you can't get suspended if you're not playing again.
And didn't he end up getting suspended for 15
Yeah,
games, something like that?
yeah.
Something stupid? Yeah, it's like, what is he going to do? Play a game of footy?
No chance. Kane Corns is a great shout. I'm trying to think who else annoyed me. Maybe
Yeah.
you know what, at the time, I feel like if Levi Greenwood, when he went to the Pies.
Yeah. Actually, Luke Darcy.
Luke Darcy.
Just because I fucking can't stand him. I cannot, excuse my French, but I cannot stand that man.
He's not the best commentator, is he?
Oh, he's so bad. I mute the TV when he's on. He just doesn't add anything of benefit. There is nothing that man says that is an original thought.
No, that's true. Here's a hard-hitting question while we've got some time. Jesse Stevenson says on Facebook, do you keep your tomato and barbecue sauce in the fridge or cupboard?
Fridge, actually.
Fridge?
Yeah. Controversial. I'll keep it in the fridge.
That's wild, mate. The door's there.
Oh,
The door's
jeez.
there.
Yeah. No, it's been
On
good.
your bike.
Just make sure to like and follow North Close Door Flag. Thank you.
All right, you can stay. That's wild to me.
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
pantry.
cupboard man.
Yeah, cupboard.
I know the bottle says, and everyone's going to be yelling at me.
Yeah.
Right? I know the bottle says to refrigerate it. That's only there just in case to protect the company. That's not because you actually have to. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that
Okay.
sauce is a 99.9% preservatives.
Look, that is probably true.
and do you want to put cold sauce on hot chips?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. No, and that's the thing though. By the time if you put it over the chips, if you put it on the side, fair enough. That's going to be a bit of a weird textural thing. But if you put it over the chips, it's such a thin layer that by the time it actually happens,
Okay.
it warms up. So on the more important topic of draft nights,
Yes.
actually,
Commentate this one for us, mate.
oh,
Is that our boy,
that our boy maybe
Riley? Is that you?
it is
Riley Sanders has gone to the Bulldogs at 6.
Yeah, but the Bulldogs ever really touted as gonna take him?
He's been floating up and down heaps. To be
Yeah.
honest, I mean, I've seen him at picks 10 to 5. Really,
Yeah, I know. We were thinking maybe we'd get him.
here's actually a question for me. Oh no, I can't. This was my Big G, my friend Big G, Giuliano Murator, I think his name is, but I can never pronounce the last
Muratore?
name. Muratore, maybe. Big G is what we'll go with here. Did Marnie kill you for forgetting Greenwood's number 18? So
Oh.
on the podcast, last one with Joel, we were talking about Riley Sanders, and someone asked the question, could he be like a Wayne Carey type? Because Wayne Carey is only 192, 193 centimetres in the end. Could he grow into something like that? And we were trying to find out who wears 18 for us now, and I completely forgot. So I had to look it up live on the podcast, and I realised it was Hugh Greenwood. And look, as soon as I saw that, I knew the one person who would rip me to shreds. So Marnie did listen to the podcast
Yep.
today and sent me a very abusive message. I can't read out some of the
Oh,
expletives.
jeez. Yep.
But if I go missing in the next 24 to 48 hours, please contact the emergency services immediately.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to put you down as my emergency
All right.
contact.
Sounds good. Yep. I'll expect a call from Victoria Police or a knock on the door, one of the two.
Yeah.
Fair
Fair enough. No, she was actually very upset. She's more passionate about Hugh Greenwood than anything else in life.
Yeah, probably the biggest player to wear North Melbourne's number 18, closely followed by Sean Atley.
Oh, my man, Sean Atley. I'd say Sean Atley might arguably won over Wayne Carey.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
In my heart, anyway.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Wayne Carey doesn't have anything named after him in my podcast, mate. But
Exactly
the Sean Atley
right.
Club Champ is a real award.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. I mean, 2 premierships is something, but
It's fine, but
is it as good as 230 games without a title?
No.
The quietest 230 game career that you could ever think of.
Sean Atley. I loved Sean Atley.
It's good. I love it.
I love Sean Atley.
But he was always like just a reliable player.
I know. There's nothing excited me more than Sean Atley taking a few bounces off halfback.
Or kicking it on the left at the semi-final.
Well, yeah, too soon, mate.
Yeah, that was... yeah, still remember that. That was core memories.
I love Sean Atley.
Well, this is getting interesting because we're getting close to maybe curtain territory.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting. The pick is in for Melbourne. It'd be interesting to see if these guys take Curtin because they've got Lever and May. Like, you'd be spewing if you were Curtin going in.
I like the split screen setup they've got going here. I prefer that. It means everyone can see it. As an office
It's a little
setup,
movie theatre setup there.
It's giving office setup. Everyone's gathering around for a Zoom call.
Yeah, and it has to be Dell monitors, surely.
Yeah.
We're on the Dells. I can't believe how different I look than the younger generations.
The only songs playing tonight, if there is a dance floor, is Eagle Rock, Horses. That's it, actually.
You're
Mr.
the Voice?
And Mr. Brightside. You're the Voice is too... I don't even know how to describe it. But it's not quite this crowd.
It's too brooding.
Yeah.
The kids don't know what that song
Exactly.
is anymore. Horses carries through generations, but
It does,
John
yeah.
Farnham doesn't, unfortunately.
Yeah, and will be passed down from every private school generation to the last one.
Well, you can tell the kids who go to private schools are not because the mullet is parted for a private school boy, but the public
Exactly.
schools have the bowl cut at the front.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Yeah, why is there a part like couldn't choose between a curtain part or a mullet? Jeez, I'm bullying
Is that David Neitz?
Am I bullying a 17-year-old?
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
Am I going to do it? Probably.
Absolutely. I'm just reading through a few more of the questions here that we've got from the listeners, and like me with being the Tristan Jerry and Aiden Core guy, the amount of Kane Turner questions I get when I post about you guys is unbelievable.
I love that. It's just we just attract big names only.
Names. Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right. Now, let's see if there's any more questions here. Now that we have Harley Reid, gone a bit early there, Glenn Lavender. That was 4 hours ago as well. But he says, now that we have Harley Reid, do we play him as our ruckman instead of, he's written Terry here, which I assume is meant to be Jerry, but I'm going to call him Terry for the rest of the year.
Yeah, geez. I mean, he probably won't be on the floor as much.
What I would say is, yeah, true. What I would say is, how can Harley Reid play ruck when we have Hugh Greenwood on the roster?
That is true. All Australian ruck.
Have a think, Glenn. Come on, mate. Use your noggin. You got
I know,
rocks up
yeah.
there, mate. So Adelaide has just traded up for pick 8 and 17.
Yeah. Okay.
And GWS has got 11, 15 and a 2024 second rounder. I thought it might be us there. My heart was racing.
I know, yeah. Because it's getting to that point.
Daniel Curtin's going to Adelaide.
He's going to the Crom.
Let's have a look at it. Let's read his facial expression. It currently does not look super enthused.
No, he doesn't.
Read the body language. Describe to me what you're seeing. Paint the viewers a word picture
He looks
right now.
a bit deflated. He's kind of like when you get socks at Christmas. And
Well, as an 18-year-old,
as
yes,
an 18-year-old.
I love socks now.
Yeah, same with me. Yeah. But he's expecting a PS5 and
A
he
new
gets
vape.
socks and he has to be happy.
Yeah, because his grandmother's given it to him. He has to say thanks, grandma, but inside he's
Are
fuming.
you a Simpsons fan?
Yes.
It's like when Bart gets Lee Caravello's golf challenge. And Marge is the game that all the boys are talking about.
Look at the look in his eyes.
So instead of choosing spoil, he chooses power drive.
Unbelievable. What a reference.
Press 1, 3, 1 to quit.
All right.
Ah, jeez.
I was so hoping that was going to be North. The Cats are on the clock next. Dan Kern to Adelaide. I never heard about him going to Adelaide at all.
No, that is a big spanner
What's
in the
this
works.
fuzzy-haired man doing in our draft room if we're not going to make some juicy trades?
I know, yeah. Is he the scapegoat for today?
Mate, yeah. We need to get a photo of him because he needs to be a thing for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
that goes wrong in season 2024,
Yeah.
it's because that
Yeah.
guy was sitting in there on draft night.
Oh, jeez.
Whatever his name is, if anyone knows his name, please let us know because we would love to contact him. And we just if the fuzzy haired man with the Orlando Bloom beard is listening to the Further North podcast, you're now a favourite of the podcast here, and this is all fun and games, but it's your fault, mate. It's your fault we didn't get Harley Reid. It's your fault we haven't got Dan Curtin.
Yeah.
So he's just got drafted to Adelaide. He's got the Carlton Football Club logo on his shirt, and it's yellow. And he's from Western Australia. There's so much to digest there.
Yeah,
and he was a Fremantle fan growing up.
Yeah, going to be interesting. Good song, that one, actually.
You want to sing a bit for us?
Oh, jeez, no, thank you.
Just give us a line.
Oh, jeez, the Frio, way to go.
Wowee.
All the...
Frio, we got the old heave-ho.
It's an absolute bop. People
We
hate
are the
it.
Frio Duckers.
Everyone hates it. My opinion is
No,
mine.
I think it's good.
I love it. Like the new one. The old one was a bit arse, but the new one is just like, it's so upbeat.
If North was going to get any artist to do their theme song, who would it be and what genre would he make it?
Thirsty Merc, Early Noughties Rock.
That's fantastic. Featuring Natalie Bassingthwaite.
Oh, yeah. Bit of Rogue Traders about it, I think. Yeah.
Or we could see what Operator Please are doing.
Oh, jeez, I forgot
Just
about
a song
that.
about ping pong.
Yeah.
Wowee. Okay, well, Dan Curtin looks pretty unhappy to be going down to Radelaide.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Should have been better in the interview with Clarko, clearly.
Yeah.
Maybe we look for more questions.
I think so.
I feel like now the next picks aren't going to do too much. We'll do a couple of questions and we can give it a pause and we can pick it back up at North's picks before we
sounds
just
good.
waffle
Yeah.
for a long time. Do we have any more questions here? Here we go. Graham King on Twitter says, should Essendon just merge with us instead of taking all their players? We can wear their shorts and socks in our away games.
Oh, if they merge into us, then yeah.
Yeah.
A small club like Essendon can't take over from us. So,
That is true. Are you talking like a Fitzroy situation back in the day?
I think so, yeah.
we can just like take a pick of their players.
Yeah, I mean, in retrospect, would you have preferred that Fitzroy merger to go ahead?
Well, look, I wasn't really alive at the time, mate, but I watched the documentary about it, to be honest. I would assume so. I don't know why it would have been bad for us.
Yeah, because I think a lot of the clubs blocked it because we wanted a whole bunch of extra concessions. I think
It was basically going to be like we take our pick, they merge the clubs and keep all the best players and the rest are gone.
Yeah. And to be honest, like being a Fitzroy local, like I grew up in Fitzroy, there's still like a really good football culture there. And it kind of kills me to think that we said no to that because I went to the Royal Derby Hotel on Grand Final day and it was all old Fitzroy fans.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably a 50-50 split between Brisbane Lions fans and Fitzroy fans there.
Yeah, I get people coming into the barbershop saying they don't really follow footy anymore because they were Fitzroy fans. And after their team sort of went away, they didn't continue on with it. But I'm a massive advocate for, like, if we expand the league, bring in Tassie and bring in Fitzroy.
Yeah,
we don't need
exactly.
another team in the West. We don't need another team in South Australia.
Yeah.
Like, Northern Territory hasn't got the infrastructure for a team. There's a lot of things need to go right up there first before you can build a team up there. Fitzroy, I don't know, bring it back.
Yeah, and like they still exist and they're in the VAFA's top division in local footy.
Sorry, really quickly behind. there was a Jason on Francis lookalike.
Yeah.
But he looked like he was sort of like sweaty and been in a pool.
Yeah.
So the Gold Coast Suns have taken Ethan Reid, their ruck, which was a academy, I think, because Geelong bid on him. So Geelong moved back down. Yeah, look, the merger would have been cool. We could have had a dynasty.
Yeah, because I know some people like blame that for the reason that we kind of fell in. Or some people say like it was one of the reasons why we sort of began to...
People forget how good we were between like 2007 and 2009. Like
exactly, yeah.
Those David Hale leading our forward line years, Hamish McIntosh years.
I grew up with that. That was good.
That was like my first team that I really knew. Like I was old enough to know. Like Shannon Grant, Adam Simpson, like younger Boomer.
Yeah, like one of the first seasons.
Sinclair.
The first season I closely followed as a kid was the 07 Cinderella season that we had. Like nearly making the grand final. And I remember everyone expected us to win the wooden spoon that year.
Yeah.
And we finished third. Like that was insane. We were top two for a good chunk of the year. Yeah, that was a wild time.
Yeah.
Because it was such a well-oiled team.
Jess Sinclair.
Jess Sinclair, he's one of the players I grew up being one of my favourites, actually.
Shannon Watt down the back line.
That's right, yeah.
I think he didn't play for very long. I guess that era is probably more like Scott Thompson. Was Scott Thompson there then?
No,
he was later, wasn't he?
He was like 09, 2010.
Got drafted around then. Who was our backline then? Would it have been Shannon Watt and like a Lee Brown or?
I think so, yeah.
I'm probably forgetting someone so obvious.
Oh, Lockie Hansen. 07.
Well, he was
an 07
07,
draftee.
07, yeah, but
Yeah.
he was a forward when he got drafted,
He
wasn't he?
was, yeah. McMahon.
Scott McMahon.
He was like pretty
Lee
good.
Harding.
Lee Harding, yep.
Wow, wait.
Yeah. Jeez.
What a good time to reminisce.
I know.
That's basically all the questions as well. So look, we let's take a quick break here,
I think so.
and we'll pick it back up if there's a trade for North or when our picks pop up. So we're picking it up around pick 15 here. We thought we'd just chat a little bit about what we're expecting from all of our sort of remaining picks, wherever they're going to end up, because there keeps being academies and father-sons, and it's all too confusing for me. What positions would you like to see us draft with, what will it be, 19, 21 and 22, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I mean, again, for me, defense. That's it. Just need some depth. I was having a read of some comments and I mean, some people are saying like it is fair because like that we didn't go for Curtin, because realistically, what is a first year defender going to do? But that being said, we do need that depth and we do need that competition.
We need that. We need that future proofing. I think, like I sort of said before,
Yeah.
I mean, Biggie, really young but incredibly raw. Toby Pink, 25, could be good or could be awful. We don't know. He's never played an AFL game, so I would like to see that 18-year-old high potential key defender sort of on our list. And that's why someone like an Ollie Murphy, who is still on the board, we've got the Swans, the Saints, and the Giants before us now. So, Ollie Murphy, was his name Will Green? I think the ruckman was. His last name was Green. So I would love a ruckman, as we know. If we can get key defender and a ruckman with these sort of 3 picks coming up, I'll be pretty happy. And if Ollie Murphy is still there for our pick, which is now 19, I'll be stoked with that. We still do have 3 picks before us.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be interesting to see who we get from here.
Okay, just picking it up really quickly. Will Green literally got taken at pick 16 about 30 seconds after I just pressed stop on the recording. So my dreams are shattered. My hopes are dying. And we will just pick it back up. Hopefully Ollie Murphy's on the board.
He's just going to go into the other room and sob uncontrollably. So
yeah, I know Sideshow Bob will be doing that too with me. So
absolutely,
I completely blame the Ben Brown Orlando Bloom hybrid for us not getting Will Green. Just to let everybody know.
Lovely.
Okay, we'll be back. All right, I'm just trying to have a look at a couple more of the ruckmen that could possibly be on the board left here. This was the other one, the South Australian boy that Joel was talking about, Taylor Goad. 206 centimetre, 97 kegs at his age already.
Oh, he could play any key position, really.
Well, you could stick him in the midfield, mate. Get him as an in and under. A Cunnington type
Yeah.
at 206 centimetres.
I was going to say Jerry, but he's just under.
He's flat on the ground, pancaked on the ground.
Below
like in the
ground,
NFL. He's like a gopher. He only operates underground.
Yeah. I was going to think the miners from Clash of Clans. Or the battle drill.
Fantastic.
If anyone is in Bay 29, I play a lot of Clash of Clans if North Melbourne's not doing well.
Could we do a LAN party of Clash of Clans in Bay 29?
We should make a clan.
We should make a clan.
Yeah, just North Melbourne Clash of Clans clan.
Unbelievable.
Clan capital and everything.
Well, what I'm about to say is nowhere near as exciting as that. Mitch Edwards is another ruckman, Western Australian.
Yeah.
Who I've heard a little bit about.
Yeah.
206 centimetres as well, once again. So, Goad and there's a couple on the board. Ethan Reed's been taken. So,
That's a thing with a ruck nowadays, though. You can't just go for pure height. Like you've got to I don't know what they're like in terms of ability. So yeah, I mean,
they've all been known to at least be useful on the ground,
yeah,
which I think is clearly something we don't really have.
Yeah.
So, look,
Yeah.
I want Ollie Murphy here, and I'm already going to say if Ollie Murphy gets picked, because I've talked so much about him, he's going to be in the My Guy Club, which I think
Yeah.
consists of. There's so many weird names in this. Chom's he's my guy. Coleman
yeah.
Jones,
yeah,
Biggie
yeah.
Newen's in there, and Dylan Stevens. They're the four that I've
Yeah.
claimed
Oh yeah,
as the Further North podcast My Guy.
yeah.
Um,
Well, it's a shame with Darcy Wilson. He's a North fan, so
Well,
yeah.
look, you can see he's spewing on his face.
yeah. When you're one pick off going to your boyhood club,
your dream club,
I know. Yeah.
you one pick away from going to the
I
Golden State Warriors of the league.
I mean, look at that 1,000-yard stare he's got right now. I feel bad for him.
Look how slanted his eyebrows are talking about this because he knows he was
just
that
does
close.
He does not look happy.
A
at all.
Rizzler paper between him and perfection,
Oh yeah.
but he just talked about North. Cool. 1 minute 23 remaining on the clock. If you can as well, get a photo of the fuzzy head man.
Oh, I will. Yeah.
Make sure you get that and send that to me.
Oh, absolutely.
We need to find this guy. I want him on the podcast.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see who we pick. Just want a ruck or a defender. That's all I'm after.
Yeah. Well, we're nearly down to 30 seconds here for our pick.
We're
so
taking our time.
look, Clarko's milking the clock. It's like the shot clock. You know, we're
Yeah.
about to take the last shot to win the game, to win the draft. Pick
Yeah.
19 is in
It's
officially
in,
now,
and
though.
it's Kane Turner.
I know you're joking, but my eye twitched a
give
little
a
bit
shot.
when you said
Give a
that.
sideshow, Bob. Give a side. Yes, there we go.
Yeah, look at the camera. There we go. I want to know who that fuzzy head man is in our
Yeah.
boardroom here. Yeah, we're going to go rapid fire picks now.
Yeah,
Oh, we bid. We've bid on Will McCabe,
key defender.
but we didn't draft him. So this is a Hawthorn father-son.
Yeah,
We've got a Hawthorn father-son. So we've bid on another person, but Ollie Murphy is still there.
Well, it looks like if we're going for a key defender now, you think we're going to pick
You
a
would
key
think
defender.
we'd pick up one next.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Very, very interesting. The
It
commission
makes-
needs to get on the stage now.
It makes no sense for us to bid for a key defender now and not go for a key
You're
defender.
100%
Should
right.
we not
No,
get
you're
up?
100% right. I'm predicting. Quickly get on Sportsbet. See what Ollie Murphy at pick 20 is paying right now, or pick 19.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Will McCabe. Well, bid's pending still. Are they going to match it or not? Or are we going to get Will McCabe? We've got Hawthorn pick is in big red writing here, and I'm assuming they're going to take Will McCabe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we've got another 5-minute wait
I know.
until our pick. They're really drawing this out.
Yeah.
All right, North Melbourne's pick is in. Number 20.
Here we go.
Will it be Ollie Murphy? Will it be somebody else? Is this Clarko's spanner at work?
Yeah. Can we just
Like
pick a
Thor's
defender?
hammer, we got Clarko's spanner.
I like that one actually.
All right. What's your gut telling you? Give me your thoughts and insights here.
I think it's a key defender. It has to be.
Yeah.
If we've made a bid for one, it doesn't make sense. If this is Sideshow Bob or Brady Rawlings doing, if
Here we
it's
go.
not.
With pick 20, North Melbourne select Taylor Goad from South Adelaide.
Ruckman. Ruckman.
Good. Good.
Taylor
no,
Goad.
I'm okay
Okay.
with this.
Okay.
We are so back.
This one's a really
We are back.
We are so back.
He's going to be the best player out of this draft. I'm calling it now. You know what? Credit to Joel as well on the podcast last week because he found this guy, sort of as a bolter. and to move up in the draft. And he brought him the first mock draft we did. We didn't really talk about this guy, and then he noticed him coming up on the boards, and he thought, "I'm going to mention this guy." So that just shows that Joel is a draft nuffy. He's nailed this one.
So what you're saying is he's Jacob Edwards if Jacob Edwards was actually good.
Well, if you merged Jacob Edwards' ability with Kane Turner's endeavour, I think this is what this is what Taylor Goad is.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's rough. Oh,
No. I'm fully on board with Taylor Goad, and I'm already telling you, 207 centimetres. I'm already telling you guys, when I do my predicted lineup for round 1, he will be starting in the ruck.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Luke McDonald hanging out with all the young lads.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Now, hello, fellow kids. What flavour vape does Luke McDonald have?
Oh, I don't. Oh, it's not like one of the popular ones.
It's just neutral.
Yeah.
It's just no flavour. You just get the flavour
it's
inside.
just straight nicotine.
It's just straight nicotine.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Here we go. Interview time. Let's see if he's got some. Oh, over Zoom.
He sounds exactly like a tall person would
He
sound.
sounds exactly like a tall person would sound.
Don't you reckon? They
No,
all
now
have
you've
that.
said it, I'm like, yeah, 100. It's a little bit like, oh, nobody wants to play with me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's exactly like that.
Yeah. Look, if Miller Bergman was 2 meters tall,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're getting look, I know this isn't important on draft night, but it is to me. We're getting some decent heads of hair at this club now, and I think that directly correlates to success on the field.
Yeah. I just want to hear this guy say, "Oh, thanks, Mum."
Look at this fuzzy-haired guy.
Nah, that's good. I'm all right with the ruck.
No, I like the ruck pick.
Yeah, because we otherwise don't have any depth.
He genuinely looks happy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
You want to be a hybrid of those, mate? I won't say no.
Seems like a nice kid too. Probably the nicest kid of the draft.
Oh, 100%. He's the friendliest.
Oh, yeah. Just seems like such a...
the sister nearly got missed out.
Yeah. He seems like a genuine kid, to
He
be
does.
honest.
He seems like a nice guy. He's invited to the barbecue.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Todd Goldstein 2.0 then.
Yeah.
No pressure though.
Yeah. But nah, like, besides All-Australian ruck Hugh Greenwood and Jerry, that's it. And I don't have much faith in Jerry just yet.
Callum Coleman-Jones, mate.
Maybe. But I feel like he's one of those players that's like, he's too good for VFL, but maybe not good enough for AFL.
I'm still on CCJ. He's one of my guys. I'm still on him.
Yeah.
I'm still on him. I will be knocked off that perch probably, but I've got faith in CCJ.
Okay. Yeah. All the way with CCJ?
All the way with CCJ, baby. All right, how are you feeling? Just tell me how you're feeling about North Melbourne's future as a football club. Do we now finish in the top 8 next year?
At the very least, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, back-to-back flags is like the pass mark.
I'd say that's par.
Yeah, it's par for the course. We're going to be 4th Melbourne, so yeah.
Has a team won 4 in a row before?
Pies back in the 30s, which...
Oh, that doesn't count.
Yeah, no. Like when the other team... I don't know who they were playing for their 4th flag, but I reckon half the team was out with the plague. So,
Yeah, probably. Yeah. The black
or
line.
They were punished by getting thrown in a barrel for witchcraft or something.
I think the losing team got guillotined in the middle of the G.
Yeah, true.
After the game.
Yeah.
Or half the team got sent away for stealing some bread.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Put it in the bottom of a ship and just gone somewhere. How much would you pay for a Jacob Edwards NFT?
You'd have to pay me a lot of money for that. They got to go in negatives.
Just wait till another team. I swear I saw an article that another team's going to pick him up.
Oh,
Or maybe it was like another VFL team or
It has
something.
to be a VFL team.
Yeah. It was another team. I don't think it was an AFL team. Just wait till he makes it back in the league and like takes an intercept mark in the back line like Todd Goldstein did against Geelong to like lose us a grand final one day.
Oh, yeah. He'll be like a Mason Wood.
Oh, ouch.
Mason Wood, like literally, I remember he had games where he would get 0 touches and have 100% game time.
Yeah. Yes.
And now he's like one of the
borderline
up-and-comers.
All-Australian.
Yeah.
The Saints.
Like it's not possible for him to be playing well, yet he is.
We'd rather him be like Aaron Black than Mason
I
Wood.
forgot about Aaron Black.
How could you forget about Aaron Black?
Oh, I know, yeah.
Alan Obst?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
I'm not afraid to whip out a crazy name. This is the stuff that people tune in for. And this is that we have to dive down obscure North Melbourne rabbit holes just to fill the next 56 seconds before we make our pick.
Yeah, here we go.
I don't know how much chopping I'm going to do in this. So
Yeah.
maybe all this waffle won't be all in between. Pick is in.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right. Stop filming the Adelaide boardroom. North's got a much better layout. Here we go. Here we go.
With pick 22, North Melbourne select Will Dawson from the Gippsland Power.
Will
and the Leon Gallagher
Dawson.
Junior Football Club.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Another draft bolter. We've had a few of them.
He's a key defender.
Good.
All right. I need to look up some stuff. I guess we're going to watch his highlights up here. Let's see what he's good at.
So we got 2 Dawsons in the back line.
We've double Dawsoned.
There we go. Also, we'll be joining his dad in the back line.
Unbelievable.
That's good, actually. I rate that.
201 centimeters. Oh my God. Intercept marking versatile. High upside apparently.
Nah, this is all right, I think.
Plays like Asava Radigalia.
Okay.
Oh, like a better Asava Radigalia?
Oh, I'd hope so.
Interesting. I wonder what it was about Ollie Murphy then. I do know that Joel did say that his 40 meter, his 20 meter sprint or 40 meter sprint or whatever it is wasn't high, and his vertical wasn't the best in the combine, and it made him slide a bit. So this is our last pick of the draft.
I actually go in with this thinking we've done pretty good.
They're the 2 positions we absolutely needed. We've got pick 49 as well, but
We're not using that though, I don't think, are we?
no, I think we've only got 5 spots. Oh, maybe we do have 6. Well, 49 is where we're going to pick up Kane Turner again. So
Of course, yeah.
yeah, okay. I would love it to cap this off for the draft. I would love a small forward right now.
Yeah, that would be good.
Just like a small, zippy, small forward. I know they might not be the most amazing, player at this part. Oh, Collard. I've heard about Collard.
I like how we've gone for a mix of size and speed.
Well, this is exactly what we're all talking about as well. We've got those match winners and classy players at 2 and 3, or 2 and 4, and now we're drafting on need. So
Yeah.
look at Clarko's confidence. One arm on the table, elbow on it, just leaning. He knows what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Brady looks like he's about to get sunburned by the lumens in the globe above him, but confident nonetheless.
Do you reckon he spent a day outside since he retired?
No.
I don't think he has.
Not in the last few months. It's draft season, mate.
Nah, definitely not. He looks like he works in middle management in Hughesdale.
Did you say Hughesdale?
Yeah. One of the most nondescript suburbs in Melbourne.
I don't even know where it is. That's how nondescript it is.
It's like sort of inner southeast.
Hughes?
So
Is it?
It's like near Caulfield.
Interesting. Sounds
No disrespect to anyone in Hughesdale, but what is there to do in Hughesdale?
What is there to do in Hughesdale?
Like, please tell me, because I'm actually not quite sure.
Yeah. Send your messages to North Melbourne closer to a flag of what there is to do in Hughesdale. Just send some links.
Yeah, just
what's on Hughesdale. There's got to be a Facebook page.
Yeah, just Hughesdale closer to a night out. But that's what Brady Rawlings looks like. He looks like he's up from just middle management.
He's just been promoted to 2IC at the local Woolworths.
Yeah.
And the pick is in. Commentate this one for us, mate. I feel like I've been doing the
Small
work
forward or knowing us, it's going to be another mid.
All right.
Like, they're my 2.
Here we go.
With pick 23,
Here we go.
North Melbourne select Riley Hardiman from Swan Districts. And the
Riley Hardiman.
Junior Football
I don't know
Club.
what this player is,
Yeah.
but let's see. A general defender. Actually, I think he might be a fast half back.
Yeah, okay. He looks like a...
Or like an interceptor. Maybe like a Josh Gibson type.
yeah.
A Luke McDonald type. Why do you need to draft a Luke McDonald type when you've got actual Luke McDonald?
Because we have Luke McDonald. Was that a Freudian slip? Oh, he looks happy.
He's pumped. Look at
did you see
everybody.
that? Did you see his celebration?
Yeah,
he looks
yeah.
keen. He looks gassed.
That was the double cobra celebration for him. He's whipped out he probably watched that game from Nathan Thompson when he beat the Pies.
Yeah.
Everyone's all over him. He froths North, mate. He loves it. Another left footer.
Jeez, okay.
Clarko is at it again. We're only going to use the left-hand side of the field next year.
Yeah.
I'd be banking on Bailey Scott averaging 10 touches a game because it won't see the right-hand
Yeah.
side of the field. All right, well, that sums up our draft, our 5 picks.
What do we think?
Give me your thoughts overall.
I'm actually very happy with that. I'm gassed, genuinely.
Okay.
I've always been of the opinion that you don't have to necessarily pick the number one of a key position player or a player in general. Like I was the same with Harley Reid. You don't necessarily need him.
Yeah.
But did you see they went through, like they accidentally cut to the Zoom?
Oh, no.
Yeah, they had everyone on a Zoom call.
Who's working back office here
I
at
know,
Fox Footy?
yeah. But like I'm not fussed that we missed out on Curtin.
Yeah.
If we have gotten who we've gotten, if we've gotten a key defender, I'm all right with that. Because we just need that. We need that height, which we haven't had otherwise. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing Aiden Bonner go up against the best players every week.
Yeah. I mean, some people out there, we won't name names, but some people out there love Aiden Bonner.
Oh, I can't do it. But Will Dawson, absolutely gassed. Taylor Goad is going to be a good bit of competition.
He's big too. That's 206 centimetres at 18.
Yeah, that's good. You need that sort of stuff. What is he putting on his wheat bix? I don't know, but whatever he's having,
because he needs to get some Nick Larkey pipes on him.
I want to interview him and just ask him, like, what are you having?
What do you have on your wheat bix?
Yeah. Because
what do you have in your wheat bix?
I have a bit of banana, bit of brown sugar, bit of blueberries, that
Brown
sort of thing.
sugar.
Yeah. Usually that alongside some protein yogurt.
You could tell by the pipes you got on your mate.
Oh, jeez.
I thought you were wearing a schmedium when you came in here. You chucked that shit in the dryer before, did you?
Yeah, a bit of schmedium about it. Yeah.
You would too.
No. I think I'm gassed with this, to be honest. McKercher was the natural selection for us in terms of our number one.
I think McKercher is that class on top of an already pretty, maybe a dominant midfield right now, but what looks like it will be a dominant midfield in the next few years. He is that sort of cherry on top of that. I see Dersma as a guy who's gonna be a match winner.
Yeah. Do you reckon he could be a bit of competition for Zerha?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, we said that before. Like, now you've got a guy trying to kick down the door. It's competition for everybody. To be honest, when I look back at the, medium-sized forwards we've got, Steve-O was probably the best one.
Yeah.
For the season with his goal tally. Paul Curtis, second year woes. He had a pretty solid season in the end, but he started pretty rough.
You're right.
A guy like this coming in surely has got to make those guys go, it's time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We've got to pull the finger out now and start being consistent AFL players. I think Zerha and Dersma probably have the two highest ceilings.
I think so, yeah.
Paul Curtis slightly behind that. And Steve-O, look, we forget about Steve-O and we don't give him enough credit, to be honest. I think he had a really solid year.
I 100% agree.
And I think his reputation maybe is a little bit clouded.
Yeah.
But imagine if you got all those guys around a Larkey in that forward line. Like, maybe we don't need the second tall forward. Maybe we do have that Collingwood or Richmond style forward line.
Yeah. I think it'll be. I can see us having that. That could be good. Yeah.
I liked that we went for positional need at the end.
Yeah.
If I was going to say one thing, I think our last pick, as much as we loved him, maybe not a pressing need for a player like that with Bergmans, Sheasels, Goders, Fishers, Luke McDonald's at the back line there. But I've said this about so many things at the club, and if Clarkson's here doing this, I kind of trust it and believe it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, all right.
That's good.
I think we may as well call it there. There's all our reactions to all the draft picks. I'll chop this up and make it as listenable as possible. I've never done a podcast like this before where we're watching something live. So if it is maybe not the smoothest listen the whole way through, I do apologise, but I reckon it'll be pretty bloody good. People love hearing our natural reactions and the chat and the banter.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get it out tonight or tomorrow. Who knows? All I know is I'm probably having a late night tonight editing this. So good luck to me.
Good luck.
Give the draft A, B, C, D, B plus, B minus, A plus. Give it something. Rank it.
Yeah.
Rate it. What do you think it is?
I reckon that's a B plus.
B plus?
Oh, B plus. Maybe. I don't know if it's an A.
I think B plus.
I think B plus is fair. Again, partly because I'm not sure about.
Well, look, it wasn't the defender that maybe we were expecting, and the last pick wasn't like a small forward or another gap to fill.
Yeah.
But I like the talent and the players.
I
that we've
also agree with that. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming over to my place and hanging out on a Monday night.
No worries.
Clearly,
yeah.
we know Monday nights are the peak night of the week.
Of course.
And it's only downhill from here now. So now it's time to pretend all of these guys are going to be Brownlow medal quality, and we're going to go back to back to back to back in the next few years.
Sounds good.
Thank you for coming on. Everyone, if you don't know, North Melbourne closer to a flag. Get around all of the memes and the banter. We have got the Colby Cheese meme already out there. You were so quick on that too.
Yeah.
So I watched him edit it live, guys. It's wild seeing these gears turn in the back room of North Melbourne close to a flag. I got some behind the scenes.
Yeah, you got to see the kitchen when we're cooking.
It's a get ready with me.
Exactly right.
Close to
Yeah.
a flag edition.
But also we will be at least myself, Admin 3, will be at the prelim final for the AFLW.
I will too. Myself and Marnie will be there as well.
Yep.
We're all going together. So if anyone, maybe we post where we're going to be roughly, or say if anyone sees us, say hello or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be in the North Melbourne Puma away kit for 2024. So it would be hard
I'm
to
going to wear
miss.
my bounding roo.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
gonna wear the bounding
It's
row.
happening. But
Wow,
yeah,
way.
we'll see you all there.
All right, we'll see you at the prelim, guys. We'll post when we're there. And I might show my face and be like, if you know me, come and say hello, and
Lovely.
we'll talk about North. So thank you for coming down. Thank you for listening.
Easy.
You're a real fan if you listen to all this. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.